10 hidden signs she wants you, psychology tricks. Love isn't spoken, it's shown in the silence between words. Unknown. Most men are blind to the truth. When a woman wants you, she almost never says it out loud. Instead, she shows it through glances, gestures, and subtle behavior only a few men can read. If you can't decode these signals, you'll end up ignored, rejected, or replaced by someone who can. When she laughs, then turns cold, or acts curious, but pretends not to care, those aren't mood swings. They're hidden signs of attraction, subconscious clues she doesn't even realize she's giving off. Once you learn to read her hidden language, you'll stop chasing and start attracting. You'll see her real intentions and make her think about you without ever having to beg for attention. 1. Nervousness mixed with fake indifference. When a woman likes you, her body often becomes a traitor to her mind. That's one of the oldest psychology tricks nature ever pulled. She'll try to look calm, maybe even bored, but her body, it's giving her away in high definition. Watch closely. She might play with her hair, brush invisible dust from her clothes, or keep adjusting her necklace like it's on trial. Those little movements aren't random. They're microbursts of emotion powered by adrenaline and dopamine, the same chemicals that fire when her heart decides you might just be the one. This is where female psychology plays its most fascinating game. Her conscious brain says, stay cool, but her subconscious screams, he's right there. Don't get it twisted. That flick of her wrist, the half-second touch to her lips, or that awkward laugh that came out of nowhere isn't meaningless. It's her attraction leaking through the cracks of composure. But here's the twist, and this is where most men blow it. Right after showing those signs, she'll suddenly retreat, cross her arms, look away, or act like she barely noticed you. That's not rejection. That's emotional self-defense. Her body already broadcasted interest, and now her mind rushes in to reclaim control. This push and pull, this nervousness wrapped in fake indifference, is one of the clearest love signals in female psychology. It's not confusion, it's chemistry. If you understand how to fall in love from a psychological angle, you know she's fighting herself more than she's fighting you. And that's exactly when you must not chase, not joke too hard, not call her out. Don't. Just don't. Be calm. Be composed. Be the steady center in her emotional storm. A confident man knows that attraction thrives in contrasts. You don't win by mirroring her nerves. You win by embodying quiet control. Speak slowly. Move deliberately. Hold her gaze just long enough to make her heartbeat skip, then look away as if you've got better things to think about. That's not arrogance, that's presence. The kind of presence that tells her subconscious, this man doesn't need validation. And trust me, that hits deeper than any pickup line ever could. When she senses that steadiness, her walls start to tremble. Because deep down, her instincts recognize safety, the rare kind that feels both dangerous and comforting at the same time. Remember, this whole dance isn't about what she says, it's about what she can't hide. The nervous fidget, the sudden silence, the awkward laugh that doesn't match the moment, those are the real words of attraction. That's female psychology in motion, and it's the secret language of desire. Learn to read it, and you'll unlock one of the most subtle psychology tricks in human connection. Don't rush to decode every sign like a detective desperate for clues. Just observe. Let her feel seen but not exposed. Let her body and mind keep their little civil war while you stand there, calm and grounded. Because that's how to fall in love, not by chasing her, but by understanding her. The nervousness mixed with fake indifference isn't confusion, it's instinct. That's not her rejecting you, that's her revealing you make her feel something real. And that, my friend, is the most honest signal you'll ever get. 2. Her eyes reveal what words can't. Eyes don't lie. They're the soul's loudest whisper, the silent confession that words can never manage. A woman might wear a smile like armor. She might joke to deflect or speak in measured tones to keep control. But her gaze tells the truth. Always. When a woman is drawn to you, her eyes will speak first. They linger just a heartbeat longer than politeness allows. They search your face, tracing your expressions, studying the way your mouth moves when you talk. And when that spark of curiosity turns into desire, you'll feel it. The moment hangs electric. She might hold your stare, then dart her eyes away as if to say, I wasn't looking. Don't believe it. You must know, attraction hides behind that retreat. Sometimes she steals glances from across the room, thinking you won't notice. Sometimes she meets your gaze and looks away too quickly. These are not coincidences. They are microsignals, her subconscious waving a flag you weren't supposed to see. Her pupils dilate, her eyelids soften, her lips part ever so slightly. She might even glance at your mouth without realizing it. These are biological reactions, not rehearsed gestures. That's how real attraction looks when her body betrays her calm exterior. Be attentive, not obsessive. Don't stare her down like a hunter. A high-value man never chases attention. He commands it with quiet confidence. If you meet her eyes and simply smile, steady, relaxed, unbothered, you communicate strength. You say without words, I see you, and I'm not intimidated by your interest. That composure radiates masculine energy. It's magnetic. Don't underestimate this exchange. Eye contact is a psychological duel, part challenge, part invitation. She's testing you. Will you break eye contact first? Will you fumble and look away? Or will you hold her gaze just long enough to let her feel your certainty? Remember this. Women are drawn to certainty like fire to oxygen. When you exude calm control, you attract women naturally, without effort, without words. A woman's gaze isn't random. It's layered, a signal, a test, a spark waiting for ignition. Ignore it and you miss the moment. Recognize it and you open a door to deeper connection. You must learn to decode it. Observe without desperation. Respond with subtle confidence. That is how a man of value communicates, through presence, not performance. Her eyes are not just windows to her soul. They are mirrors reflecting your energy. When your masculine energy is grounded, she feels safe to express her curiosity. When you're scattered or insecure, she withdraws. So be centered. Be sure. Be deliberate. Attraction isn't built through noise. It's built through quiet understanding. So the next time her gaze lingers, don't overthink. Just be. Let your silence speak louder than any pickup line ever could. That's the language of confidence. That's how a high-value man connects. Remember, her eyes reveal what her words won't dare admit. Look deeper. Read the signs. And when you feel that spark, meet it with poise, power, and presence. That is how you attract women, not by chasing them, but by being the kind of man they can't look away from. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to see it. Your engagement helps this community grow and encourages more empowering content like this. Comment to remember, I attract with calm confidence. 3. Jealousy without admission. One of the oldest, sharpest indicators of attraction, wrapped in silence and subtlety. A woman rarely confesses it, but her actions speak louder than her words. She might drop another man's name casually or laugh a little too long at someone else's joke, watching your every microreaction. These are not coincidences, they are emotional experiments, psychological probes, ways to gauge your composure. He who angers you conquers you, said Elizabeth Kenny, and that is the test she sets before you. If you lose control, if you let insecurity creep into your tone, you fail. But if you stand still, smile slightly, respond with calm confidence, you win. That is Old Stoic wisdom in action. That is how a man with an iron mind prevails. You must understand, women test emotional strength not to destroy it, but to feel protected by it. When you meet her provocations with humor and poise, when you answer teasing with a smirk and say, sounds like he's working hard to impress you, you show her that nothing and no one can shake you. That steadiness is magnetic. It's Stoicism win, the art of mastering your emotions so completely that the world bends around your calm. Don't take the bait. Don't show fear. Don't let ego dictate your response. Remember, jealousy, when decoded correctly, isn't manipulation. It's an instinct, her way of confirming that your connection matters. A woman who doesn't care won't test you. Indifference never tests, but emotion does. When she tests, she's already emotionally invested. The modern man must see through the game without becoming a player in it. In this era of quick reactions and endless digital validation, emotional control is the ultimate currency. When everyone else is reacting, you must remain unmoved. When others chase attention, you command it by silence and certainty. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's your mission. Master your reactions, control your breath, let calm be your weapon. Don't fight emotion, understand it. Don't accuse, observe. Don't retreat, rise. Because the man who can decode jealousy without surrendering to it becomes the rare figure women trust and desire. Be that man. Be the one whose calm draws curiosity, whose smile ends tension, whose silence commands respect. Let your mind be steel, your heart steady, your gaze unwavering. That is Stoicism win. That is how Old Stoic wisdom translates into modern dominance. Every test is an invitation to prove your composure, not your pride. Accept it with strength, not suspicion. React less. Understand more. Lead with stillness. That's how you become the man she wants, the one who owns his emotions instead of being owned by them. Iron mind, stoic calm, unshakable presence. That's how you win. 4. The push-pull effect. One of the most baffling signals in female psychology is when she plays warm one day and ice-cold the next. One moment she's laughing at your jokes, touching your arm, letting that sparkle in her eyes invite you in, and the next, she's distant, distracted, or even indifferent. You start to wonder, did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? Stop. Don't overthink it. What you're seeing is not rejection. It's the classic push-pull effect, one of the oldest psychology tricks in attraction. It's not manipulation. It's emotion, conflict, and fear colliding in her mind. She's drawn to you. That's the pull. But she also fears being vulnerable. That's the push. She wants connection but fears exposure. That inner battle makes her act like a mystery you can't decode. And that's exactly where most men fail. They chase when she withdraws, and by doing so, they break the invisible tension that attraction needs to grow. Don't be that man. Be the calm in her emotional storm. When she pulls away, you stay steady. When she tests you, don't crumble. Remember this. Women don't test your words. They test your energy. She's asking silently, can I trust your emotions, or will you lose control the moment I step back? If you panic, she'll feel it. If you stay grounded, she'll feel that even more. That's emotional gravity, your steady presence pulling her closer while every insecure man around her chases and falls apart. The push-pull effect is her subconscious way of measuring whether you're safe, confident, and emotionally reliable. The trick is to balance, not react. Don't mirror her distance. Don't match her coldness. Just be consistent. Be open. Be kind. But most of all, be unshaken. Because the moment she senses that nothing she does can throw you off balance, her defenses start to melt. She'll stop pulling away, not because you convinced her with words, but because her heart realizes it's safe to stay. That's how you win in female psychology, not by playing games, but by understanding the deeper rhythm beneath her behavior. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional physics. And if you want to learn how to fall in love the right way, you must understand this balance of presence and patience. She's not trying to confuse you. She's revealing how she loves, cautiously, protectively, beautifully. So, don't chase. Don't analyze. Just hold your ground. Let her orbit closer to your calm instead of running after her chaos. That's how you pass her silent test, how you turn confusion into connection, and how you master one of the most powerful psychology tricks in the game of attraction. Because in the end, how to fall in love isn't about finding the perfect woman, it's about becoming the kind of man she feels safe to love. If this opened your eyes, hit like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Stay calm, stay centered. That's real attraction. Comment to remember, a grounded man creates gravity. She's drawn to your calm, not your chase. 5. Body language and energy shifts. Attraction isn't announced with words. It whispers through gestures, glances, and energy. It lives in the smallest movements, the kind you'd miss if you weren't paying attention. The rhythm of her breath, the tilt of her head, the way her body subtly aligns with yours. These are signals written in the ancient language of desire. When a woman wants you, her body begins to sync with yours. Not because she plans it, but because something deeper, something instinctive, takes over. She might fix her hair the moment you enter the room, touch her lips as you speak, or lean in closer without even realizing it. Her feet will point toward you, her shoulders will mirror yours, her tone will soften to match your rhythm. That's not coincidence. That's chemistry taking the wheel. Her subconscious is trying to build a bridge between her world and yours, a bridge made of comfort, curiosity, and connection. It's her mind's way of saying, I feel safe here. And when safety meets spark, attraction ignites. Now, don't just stare at her trying to decode every blink. This isn't a puzzle to be solved, it's a pattern to be felt. A woman's energy speaks volumes before her lips ever move. You might notice that when you're near, her energy shifts. She becomes more animated, her laughter freer, her words brighter. Or sometimes she quiets down, not because she's disinterested, but because her nervous system is processing the magnetic pull between you. Her silence is not absence, it's electricity. Here's what you must understand: attraction doesn't always roar. Sometimes it hums. It's in the way her posture opens, her eyes soften, her voice slows. That's vulnerability, her subtle way of saying, you matter. Don't miss it by overanalyzing or, worse, calling it out. Don't make her self-conscious about her natural reaction. Be still. Be grounded. That's how a high-value man moves, calm in presence, steady in awareness. Your job isn't to expose her attraction, it's to hold space for it. Let her feel safe being expressive. When she feels she can relax into your masculine energy, that's when real chemistry begins to unfold. You must become the anchor in the moment, confident, unhurried, self-assured. That's how you attract women, not just physically, but emotionally. Remember, attraction isn't something you chase, it's something you allow. The best connections don't come from trying too hard. They come from resonance, when your energy matches hers effortlessly. Don't underestimate those micro-expressions or half-second smiles. They are windows into her subconscious, and her subconscious doesn't lie. That's where the truth hides, behind every flick of her hair or glance that lingers too long. So, next time you notice her aligning her body toward you, her laughter lighting up a little brighter, or her eyes staying on yours longer than usual, don't rush to interpret. Just breathe. Stay composed. Let your masculine energy speak louder than words. That is how attraction deepens, quietly, naturally, without performance. Be present. Be the man who notices but never needs to prove it. That's the real secret of the high-value man. He doesn't chase the signal. He becomes the signal. 6. Tests disguised as jokes. When a woman teases you, mocks your style, or playfully challenges your words, don't flinch. Don't explain. Don't defend. Understand this. She's not rejecting you. She's measuring you. It's a psychological test disguised as humor, a small storm to test the strength of your ship. In that moment, she's not trying to hurt your pride. She's trying to feel your stability. Women are drawn to calm confidence, not the man who breaks under light fire. As Marcus Aurelius once said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's Old Stoic wisdom. Control your emotions, master your reactions, and you win. That's Stoicism win. That's the iron mind at work. When she says, you're so full of yourself, don't shrink. Don't argue. Smile. Let your eyes hold steady. Then, with playful calm, say, someone has to be. That's charm forged in discipline. That's confidence with composure. You must understand, attraction thrives on polarity. Her chaos meets your calm, her teasing meets your laughter, her storm meets your stillness. When she jokes with you, she's silently asking, can you handle me? And your relaxed grin answers easily. That's how emotional safety is born, not through words, but through unwavering presence. Remember what Seneca taught, he who is brave is free. Your bravery lies in not reacting and standing unshaken. In modern life, where anxiety, ego, and insecurity run rampant, this calmness is your greatest power. Don't let the noise of the world make you brittle. Don't let every comment scratch your armor. In a society obsessed with validation, the man who laughs instead of defending is the man who wins. That is Stoicism in motion. That is the iron mind tested and proven. Every teasing remark is an opportunity, a mirror showing whether you rule your emotions or they rule you. So don't take the bait. Don't chase approval. Smile, breathe, lead. Women respect the man who cannot be emotionally moved by minor chaos. They trust the man who can guide the moment without fear or anger. You must be that man, the one whose calm is louder than others' noise. Let's make it clear, teasing is not rejection, it's attention. She wouldn't test you if you didn't matter. That's her instinctive way of finding the man who can lead her energy without breaking. So treat her humor as an invitation, not a challenge. Laugh with her, not at her. Show that nothing she says can shake your center. That's how you build polarity. That's how attraction deepens. That's how you prove, not by words, but by being unshakable, that you are the emotional leader she's searching for. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. React like a man of depth. React like a man of power. React like one guided by Old Stoic wisdom. Hold the line. Keep the frame. That's how Stoicism wins. That's how you master yourself, win her respect, and rule your own life with an iron mind. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 7. Seeking closeness and excuses for touch. Desire isn't loud, it whispers through closeness. When a woman secretly wants you, she doesn't announce it with words. Her body becomes fluent in the language of proximity. Watch how she finds those sweet little excuses to be near you. Maybe she slides into the seat right next to you even when there's an ocean of space around. Maybe her arm brushes yours accidentally, or she leans in close to talk when she could easily be heard from across the room. She might laugh and touch your hand, or slip into your jacket even when the air is not cold. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. These are psychology tricks straight from the ancient book of female psychology. They're not random. They're instinctive. Her subconscious is sending test signals, asking, "Am I safe here? Am I desired here?" That's how she measures connection, without saying a word. And you, my friend, must be aware enough to read those signals. Don't call it out. Don't act surprised. Be composed. Be steady. Match her closeness with calm confidence. If she leans in, you lean in just enough to let her know you feel the rhythm too. If she touches your arm, don't flinch, stand firm. That quiet confidence tells her something powerful. You're comfortable with connection, not desperate for it. You must understand, physical proximity is no accident. It's chemistry's most honest confession. Stronger than words. Stronger than flattery. When she finds reasons to touch, when she lingers just a heartbeat longer than necessary, it means her emotions have already crossed the line. That's not friendship, that's interest in motion. Be smart. Be attuned. Use these moments as bridges between the physical and emotional. That's how attraction deepens into something real. Don't rush. Don't overplay it. Remember, women express what they feel not by what they say, but by what they allow. The smallest brush of her fingers can tell you more than 1,000 conversations. This is how to fall in love, by paying attention to the quiet spaces, the soft moves, the shared air between you. Every inch she closes is an unspoken yes, a test wrapped in subtlety. Handle it wrong, and you break the magic. Handle it right, and you unlock something rare, a woman who feels seen without needing to perform. So, be the man who listens to what's not said. That's where the truth lives. Don't be fooled by the smallness of the gesture. Be alert, be kind, but above all, be grounded. Because when she's finding excuses to be near you, when she's playing those delicate psychology tricks of closeness, she's already chosen you in her heart. All you have to do is recognize it, stay steady, and let the spark turn into fire. That, my friend, is the secret art of reading female psychology and mastering how to fall in love without ever losing your cool. 8. Emotional mirroring. There's a quiet magic that happens when two people truly connect. You've seen it before, a couple laughing at the same moment, leaning in with the same posture, even taking a sip of coffee at the exact same time. That's not coincidence. It's chemistry in motion. This is called emotional mirroring, and when a woman does it with you, it's one of the clearest yet most hidden signs she's drawn to your energy. When a woman feels emotionally connected, her subconscious begins to sync with yours. Her tone, rhythm, and gestures start to echo you naturally. If you lean back, she relaxes too. If your voice softens, hers follows. Don't mistake it for manipulation. That is pure biology. Inside our brains, mirror neurons light up when we observe someone we feel connected to. That's why couples who've been together for years often look, move, and even sound alike. Emotional mirroring is the body's way of saying, I feel you. When she mirrors your emotions, she's not doing it on purpose. It's instinct. It's her subconscious way of building harmony and trust. She's in tune with you, not just hearing your words, but feeling your energy. Want to know for sure? Try this. Change your tone slightly, slow your speech, or lean back a little. If she adjusts without thinking, she's emotionally aligned with you. That's a powerful clue, one that speaks louder than any flirtatious comment. Understanding this gives you quiet power. You don't have to chase. You don't have to prove. You simply have to notice. A high-value man doesn't rush to impress. He reads energy. He observes connection. He moves with confidence because he knows that masculine energy doesn't shout, it radiates. When you feel her mirroring you, it means she's already emotionally invested. Her body language confirms what her words may try to hide. But here's the warning. Don't abuse this knowledge. Don't fake your confidence hoping she'll copy it. Be authentic. Be steady. Women are emotional radars. They sense fakeness instantly. A high-value man doesn't pretend. He embodies calm strength. That's the real masculine energy that draws women in, the kind that makes her feel safe enough to relax, open up, and connect. So when you catch her mirroring your tone, your smile, your rhythm, don't overthink it. Don't call it out. Let it flow. That's not just attraction, it's chemistry and trust working hand in hand. You must understand this. Emotional mirroring isn't a trick, it's a signal. It's Nietzsche's quiet way of telling you she's already in sync. And once that happens, you don't need to chase, you simply need to lead. That's what makes a man magnetic. That's what makes him irresistible. If you've noticed her mirroring your emotions, you're not imagining it. She's already tuned into your energy. Recognizing that connection is the first step toward real confidence and control. Drop this in the comments to claim your awareness. I can feel the connection, and I trust my intuition. 9. Remembering the small things. Remember this. Attraction is never just about looks. It's about emotional recognition. When a woman remembers the small things about you, your morning coffee order, that old story from college, the way you laughed at her joke, that's not coincidence. That's investment. That's her mind saying, you matter. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you are in her thoughts, you've already made an impression that's deeper than physical charm. Don't dismiss it. Don't rationalize it as simple friendliness. Women don't waste mental energy remembering details about men they don't feel connected to. Every detail she recalls is a breadcrumb leading back to the truth. She's emotionally tuned into you. That is Old Stoic wisdom applied to modern attraction. Pay attention to what she pays attention to. In a world distracted by noise, memory is meaning. You must recognize this signal, not overlook it. When she recalls the little things, it's because her subconscious is already building emotional architecture around you. She's investing time, attention, and emotion, three currencies more valuable than gold. Say it out loud when it happens. You remembered that? That single sentence magnifies her effort, validates her attention, and deepens her connection. Don't take it for granted. That's how you win, with Stoicism win, with an iron mind that sees patterns others miss. Understand this, memory is not random. It's selective. It's emotional. It's how the human brain anchors value. When she remembers you, she's anchoring her emotions to your presence. That is power. That is attraction in motion. And you must honor it by being the man who notices what others overlook. Don't chase validation, attract it through awareness. The old Stoics taught control of self, but they also understood influence begins with understanding. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So react like a man of purpose. Recognize her signals. Appreciate her awareness. That's how you move from being another face in her day to being a presence in her mind. Modern men forget that mastery over life isn't about control, it's about perception. You must sharpen your perception like a blade. Don't be numb. Don't be casual. Notice the details she remembers and mirror that energy back with your own awareness. That is how an iron mind operates: calm, perceptive, decisive. You win not through force, but through focus. Let her memory be the proof that your energy has gravity. You matter enough to stay in her thoughts. That is victory. That is Stoicism win: presence over pretense, depth over display. You must remember, attraction isn't built overnight. It's built in moments, moments she never forgets because you made her feel something real. So stand firm. Be deliberate. Be the man who lives by old Stoic wisdom, patient, aware, and grounded, because in a world of noise, the one who listens and remembers always wins. 10. Subtle jealousy around other women. Jealousy. It's not just an emotion, it's a truth serum of the heart. It strips away the filters, the cool girl act, the polite smiles, and shows you what's really going on underneath. When a woman feels even a spark of jealousy around you, it's not about insecurity, it's about possession. She may never say it out loud, but in that moment, somewhere deep in her subconscious, she's thinking, "He's mine." That's where the real psychology tricks come into play, not manipulation, but observation. Because in female psychology, jealousy is never random. It's communication in disguise. Now, here's the catch: jealousy doesn't always shout, it whispers. It doesn't always explode in anger or drama. Sometimes it hides behind sarcasm, playful teasing, or quiet detachment. She might crack a joke about your new admirer, but watch her eyes. They flicker just a bit longer than they should. She might act too calm, too unaffected when you mention another woman's name, but her tone tightens, her laughter fades, her energy shifts. That's not coincidence. That's emotion leaking through the cracks. Female psychology is layered, and this is one of its deepest layers. You'll see it in how she suddenly goes quiet when another woman enters the room, or how she subtly repositions herself closer to you. It's not always conscious, it's instinct. She's trying to reestablish her place in your emotional world without making a scene. This is one of those beautiful, raw moments where psychology tricks reveal what words can't. And here's the real test: how you handle it. Don't get defensive. Don't over-explain. That's what insecure men do. Don't puff up your chest or mock her for being jealous. That's what immature men do. Be different. Be grounded. Be calm. That's what makes her feel safe. That's what makes her heart trust you more. Remember, how to fall in love isn't just about charm or attraction. It's about emotional intelligence. When you can stay centered in moments that would make others panic or boast, you show her you're not just desirable, you're dependable. That's a powerful combination in any kind of attraction dynamic. So, what should you do? Simple. Give gentle reassurance, not by saying, "Don't worry," but by showing it. Include her naturally in your attention. Look at her when you laugh. Touch her shoulder casually. Let her feel your steady presence. Actions always speak louder than words in female psychology. When you remain open, unbothered, and kind, you send a silent message: you matter. You're seen. You're safe with me. That's the moment her defenses melt, and the jealousy that once threatened to push her away becomes a bridge that pulls her closer. Handled the right way, jealousy can be magnetic. It's not a flaw, it's proof of emotional investment. When she's a little jealous, it means she cares enough to imagine losing you. And when she sees that you can hold her emotions with strength instead of judgment, she relaxes. Her heart opens. And that's when real connection begins. That's how to fall in love, not through manipulation, not through games, but through understanding. That's the essence of psychology tricks used right, with empathy and awareness. Now, here's the ultimate takeaway. Every subtle sign she gives you, the laughter, the glance, the silence, the jealousy, is part of a larger emotional language. Most men miss it because they're too focused on what's being said instead of what's being felt. Don't make that mistake. Learn to see beyond the surface. Read her emotions the way a pilot reads the sky, calmly, intuitively, with precision. When you understand female psychology, you stop guessing and start knowing. Attraction stops being a mystery and becomes a conversation. Because the truth is, attraction isn't magic, it's comprehension. It's paying attention to the invisible cues that most men overlook. Once you can read those cues, you no longer ask, "Does she want me?" You already know. That's the power of awareness. That's the secret of confidence. And that's what separates men who stumble in confusion from those who walk with certainty, knowing that every smile, every silence, every flicker of jealousy is just another chapter in the story of how to fall in love. So, my friend, remember this. Women might not always say what they feel, but they always show it. You just have to learn to read the signs. Don't waste your energy chasing someone who sends mixed signals. Instead, pay attention to the small things, the look in her eyes, her tone, the way she leans closer when you speak. Those are the real clues. Once you start noticing them, everything changes. You'll stop guessing, stop doubting, and start connecting with women who truly value you. That's not manipulation, that's understanding. And understanding is what creates attraction that lasts. Thanks for watching, my friend. Stay confident, stay kind, and remember, the right woman will always reveal herself when you're ready to see her.